Namaste everyone. Very nice to see all of you again in this sitting and breathing session. Today's practice is on loving kindness, or in Pali they call it metta. But before we begin, let us try to understand the meaning of loving kindness. Loving kindness is actually our innate qualities, because the true nature of all beings is imbued with awareness, wisdom, love, compassion, and various capabilities. It's not something that we need to develop or cultivate, as we already have all these qualities. Our job is to recognize them. And when we talk about loving kindness and compassion, in the simple term, it is the wish to be happy and have the causes of happiness, and also to be free from all sufferings and its causes. If we understand this, we can recognize that everything that we do is to help ourselves to be happy and free from suffering. Example, the act of drinking water is to free ourselves from the suffering of thirst. And when we drink water, we feel happy. And when we feel hot, we turn on the aircon, so that we are able to relieve ourselves from the suffering of heat. And when we feel happy, when we feel cool, even when we move our body after sitting on the cushion for a long time, it's also an act of loving kindness towards ourselves, so that we feel comfortable. Even to the extent of blinking eyes, also an act of loving kindness towards ourselves. So when we are able to remember this fundamental goodness, we are able to act in loving and appreciative ways towards ourselves and others, because love and compassion are our fundamental nature, just like awareness that we talk about a lot. In this practice of loving kindness, there are usually 5 steps. The first is we connect with the love and compassion within ourselves. And the second is the love and compassion for someone whom we liked or we loved. And the third is the love and compassion for a neutral person, someone we neither liked nor hate. And the fourth is love and compassion for someone whom we do not like or our enemy. And this category of people can be quite difficult at times. And the fifth is what we call the immeasurable love and immeasurable compassion to all beings, including animals, plants, and the entire universe. But today, we might be able to only do 3 or 4 depending on the time. So we start by considering ourselves first. We generate an appreciation for how our basic nature is positive in this way, and think that how wonderful it is if I were to be able to enjoy happiness and the causes of happiness. But because we don't recognize our basic nature, we come under the influence of ignorance and behave in many ignorant ways. For example, we may think that in order to have happiness, we need to have more money, better car, big house, and even indulge in luxurious lifestyle, thinking that all this will bring us happiness, but more suffering at the end. Then, because of this, we also contemplate how we suffer because of this ignorance, and have the aspiration that may I be free from such suffering and its causes. So if we know how to consider all this point for ourselves, it will be much easier for us to apply the same thinking to other people, how they also want to be happy and don't want to suffer, and how they are just like us, due to ignorance, act on the opposite direction. So when we consider this situation and aspire that they can be free from suffering and enjoy happiness, then the qualities of loving kindness and compassion will arise in us. So with this, I would like to invite you to adjust your positions, another act of loving kindness towards ourselves. And allow me to invite 3 sounds of the bell, and allow the sound of the bell to awaken the loving kindness in you. Let's begin by bringing awareness or bringing our mind into the body to settle down into this moment, feeling the weight of your body on the cushion, and be supported by the Mother Earth underneath. Know that this is a safe place to be. And now allow your awareness to feel the sensations of your body at this moment. And allow your body to relax. See if you could relax your forehead. Relax your eyes, your face, your jaw. A sense of letting go. Whatever tensions that you have. And see you could also relax your shoulder, your 2 arms, your fingers, and slowly allow your tummy, your belly to soften. Allow the belly to rise and fall naturally according to your breath. There's no need to control your breath or improve your breath in any way. Just allow it to be as it is. And allow your legs to relax. The entire lower part of your body. If there is any tensions or tightness in your next exhalation, release it to the Mother Earth underneath. In other words, bring as much relaxations into your whole body as possible. But if you find it difficult to relax, it's okay. Relaxing is good. But if you can't relax, it's good as well. Because by allowing that you cannot relax, it's also relaxing. There's no resistance here. Simply allowed and aware. There is true compassion for your body and expressions of love and care for your body. And take a moment to rest in this open, relaxed awareness. Nothing to do. Just let go and simply be. And take a moment to reflect on your intention or motivation for doing this practice. The impulse for you to meditate right now. Is it also an expression of your fundamental wish to be happy? And by sitting here, is it also a wish for you to find some peace? Perhaps you can bring your mind back to some experience you have had in the entire day, and in which you can see some activities or all those activities that you have performed throughout the whole days. For example, taking a shower, having a meal, doing your errands, even sleeping, going to toilet. All this are also your fundamental wish to want to be happy and free yourself from suffering. All this activity seems very ordinary, but they are all expressions of your wish to want to be happy. Otherwise, you wouldn't want to go to toilet. You wouldn't want to have your meal. the reason that you go for exercise and even to do what you do in your daily life, such as working, talking to people, pursuing your goals. All this, again, are expression of your desire to want to be happy and free yourself from all suffering. And if you could see that, how nice if you can always be happy and have the causes of happiness. And how wonderful it is if you are able to free yourself from suffering and the causes of suffering. With this recognition, maybe you can recite silently to yourself, may I have happiness and the causes of happiness. May I be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. In other words, you are acknowledging your own desire to be happy and wishing yourself to have the happiness and the causes of happiness. Repeat in your mind, may I have happiness and the causes of happiness. May I be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And simply allow yourself to feel the words and direct this loving kindness energy towards yourself. Like a bright, loving light embracing all over yourself. Let yourself bathe in this energy of love. Breathing in, may I have happiness and the causes of happiness. May I be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And imagine yourself feeling the peace, the love, and acceptance of yourself fully. You can continue to repeat this verse. May I be happy. May I be free from suffering and its causes. And try to feel the desire to be happy in yourself. That is your innate qualities, your innate nature. And at the same time, imagine yourself bathed in the light of happiness and love. The loving kindness energy that you generate from yourself, send to yourself. Okay, and slowly try to bring to mind someone who is dear to you, your loved ones. It could be your family members or someone you love very much. You could even imagine this person is here with you. You can imagine holding their hand or giving them a hug. Something that brings to mind the connection you share with them. And now you try to reflect on this person just like you want to be happy and experience well-being. Perhaps you could even think of some of the activities or the things they do in their life to express their desire to be happy. In seeing their desire to be happy, you are actually seeing the essence of love. That is part of their nature and also part of your nature. And now you can repeat in this phrase, may you have happiness and its causes. May you be free from suffering and its causes. And you say, as you say this phrase silently in your mind, extend your love and care to this person. And notice how you naturally want this person to be happy and to flourish in life. And continue to repeat the phrase, may you be happy and have these causes of happiness. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And try to feel the sense of warmth and connections that you have with this person. Notice, just like you, how this person also wants to be happy. And not only that, you each want the other to be happy. That is the basics of connections that you have. May you be happy and have causes of happiness. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And as you breathe out, imagine you're sending them all the happiness in the world, all the good things that exist in the world. You can also imagine a bright white light radiating out from you with each exhalation and being absorbed into your loved ones. As you continue to recite in your mind, and may you have happiness and its causes. May you be free from suffering and its causes. Imagine the person or loved one in front of you filled with love, happiness, and peace. Receiving all the love and kindness that you have radiated out and send it to them. And now very gently drop the image of your loved one and allow your mind to rest in open awareness. Just be for a few seconds. And now, bring to your mind someone who is a neutral person, someone you don't really have strong attachment or aversion, someone whom you do not know very well, either a security guard or a salesperson at a grocery store, or even someone who does the Grab food delivered to your doorstep. You can either focus on the image of the person, even though you do not know their name. Just bring the persons to your mind. Someone you have a neutral feeling. And take a moment to also reflect on how you wish that person to be happy and have all the well-being. Even though you do not know much about this person, they too, like us, share the basic wish to want to be happy, to want to have well-being and free from suffering. whatever they are doing in their job is also trying to have happiness and try to relieve themselves from suffering. Then as you hold this person in your mind, gently offer the phrase, may you have happiness and its causes. May you be free from suffering and its causes. Imagine the hardship and the struggle the person has gone through in his life or her life, just like us. They have loved one that they care for, just like us. They too are finding all ways to want to free themselves from suffering and want to be happy. From this, you can see the fundamental, similar wish that we all shared. There's no difference between us and the other person. Gently offer your phrases in your mind. May you have happiness and its causes. May you be free from suffering and its causes. Imagine the loving white lights radiating out from your heart and absorbed by the person. And the person is feeling happy and at ease. Now, if you're ready, the last group of people, bring to mind different types of living beings. All beings around the whole universe, including your acquaintance, your enemies, animals, insects, or the plants in the entire universe. And try to cultivate a sense of connections with this being. Remember that all beings, no matter where they are, what they are, they too share the wish to be happy and have well-being. And they too, like us, want to be free from suffering. And again, recite in your mind, may all beings be free from happiness. May all beings be happy and have the causes of happiness. And may all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. And as you breathe out, have the feeling of sending out white lights of love and care to all beings. And continue to recite and sending out the loving energy to all beings. May all beings be happy and have the causes of happiness. May they all be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Regardless of whether they are animals, human, plant, insect, your loved ones, enemies, wishing them to have this happiness, and may them be free from all suffering. And finally, let go of the phrases and just take a moment to rest in open awareness. And allow whatever sensations or emotions that arise in you in this moment to be just as it is. And before we end, let's make a dedication that may our practice bring happiness and the causes of happiness to all beings. And may all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Thank you.